can this Trundle like get pro Xiaohao off his game at all? If you let the Wukong scale farm for free, I think the level 6 for him, it's so scary to be Talia mid and play into this. They just said, "What's up, Dragon? Here's figures." Like 1,200 true damage.
Off rip. Just
off
right
the rip.
Start. Yeah.
Yeah. What a Chad move.
Oh boy. All right. Well, this is what we talked about though. That Zika's gonna have a much rougher time trying to even farm, and that wave state is. Ooh, yeah. So Zika is gonna be homeless for at least a couple rotations of minions.
Yeah. I mean, I think part of why you end up swapping out is because you do know that that dragon's not yours.
Here, maybe you could. Allows you to set up those wards a bit earlier. Weaver's Wall coming down here as both mid laners have kind of overstayed their welcome. Angel going to dodge the seismic jump. Flash forward with Xiaofeng, but Andy matches it perfectly. The Cyclone knockup comes up. It's knockup city onto Xiaofeng as Palkia swings in. Stun lands, staff down, and first blood over to EDG.
I don't agree with that take from Hai Chao. I think that using the resources, so he picked up a fruit in the river, so he had the resources to actually make the play afterwards. Third being able to be taken as long as Corky rotates up.
Still a Krug take coming across for Xiaohao. Does burn his flash and ult, so doesn't have as much proactivity. Same though for Xiaofeng, and no, it's going to be a reset coming out from the EDG jungler. So
okay.
Mid play definitely hurts, stung to even kind of watch, but hey, 3 grubs on the Gwen Trundle comp. But, you know, the good way to deny the proactivity this comp comes out from EDG is trying to spread the map, or just running down Angel after he drops his stun way too early. Difference does come out in the second rotation. Palkia trying to get there as close as possible. Darling Shadow for the extra damage and the extra shield, but Angel will survive. There's just not enough damage behind this Gwen just yet. EDG are prepared for another play on the map compared to LNG.
It looks like LNG kind of planning to already sack this Drake, as they at least showed some pressure on the top side. And love this path that EDG is taking as Xiaohao and Palkia just cruising together to try and secure this crab. Also link up with On. We might have a skirmish coming. Hai Chao is here first.
Comes down. Here's the Weaver's Wall to give LNG a bit of a man advantage, but Shuo is going to die very early on, and On is going to secure that one. Xiaofeng trying to run down. The Wukong will find that trade, but watch CDC on the back of this fight as Palkia flashes out between worlds, gets dropped through, and all of LNG are stuck in the meat grinder. The Corky Aurora damage blasts all of LNG way away from this river. Early gold leads, and like you call that with Palkia, creating all this space.
Watch this flash. Oh, okay, we're not going to see it. He broke vision, he got out.
There's a good flash.
Still off for Gwen.
Oh, still not. Yep, all right, so the needlework gets the job done. Good pick there for LNG.
Again, though, LNG, for me, they were showing power in that top side because they wanted to drop the dragon, get some plates. As, oh boy, we actually have a missed kill. Okay. Red buff. Xiaofeng, I don't know what he's doing there when 3 people just showed top. And I thought the plan was to give Drake, and it still looks like the plan, but Xiaohao skipped over that to go for the red buff, and rightfully so, found the Trundle along with it.
Whoa, okay, On.
And now
that
On.
Was a terrible Valkyrie, and he has to flash, but the Braum stun is still going to come through. This fish won't have enough damage because Point is on. Glacial Fissure has to come out. Extra damage, extra defensiveness, and a miscue from the Edward Gaming AD carry.
And On,
baby.
You know, yeah, On following suit. A little banana combo with the Valkyrie and then in and then the flash out, you know. It's always a good one. Got a root.
Flash.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, good root. All right, so doesn't have to burn the flash. There's a, all right, good clicks there, Fishmon, in your 4th game of your LPL career.
Over the vision that he has with both control boards that are down for EDG. He just shifted his from bot to mid to make sure that they connect with the Corky and can still play the Rift Herald because you want to go through mid to try and play this Rift Herald. So again, some of the small things being done very well from our young player in Palkia. Does have 100% KP along with Xiaohao. This is a little much though.
They were throwing a facade up. Scuttle is down. EDG are just taking this Herald, and LNG have no sort of response.
I love it. EDG, again, I think strong, showing strength with both the champions and the inventories. LNG going to recognize that. I think that's the right call for them. Those are still very scary as it shreds your resistances, but that objective is still very OP.
Oh, flash forward for Palkia. Hits the 2-man knockup. Fish One gets the shield to get back out. Darling Shadow comes across. But here comes an aggressive Herald. Might not just be going for the turret, but Palkia will knock it down. Playmaking out of this youngster. Continuing to be on display in it.
Play, taking the Herald like that, and even threatening like, hey, I can go around this turret. We can still take it. We can still make a play because I have ult up. Like, there's a reason where a lot of us are excited about this young player. And it's not like Weibo with Erha last split. I know that Palkia is still kind of being protected by Group Nirvana. Like, we haven't seen him really that completed, as well as levels for EDG. I don't think this is a fight that LNG wants to take, and
no.
they don't really have the tools to do so, because all their comp does is just receive. The only way to be proactive is to use this tool, the Talia wall. So be proactive to try and take the mid-outer turret. Going to give the Dragon. I do think that's the right call, but there's no way they have enough control to try and rip this Otacon.
You know what's the scariest thing for so many people? Darkness, and that's exactly what LNG are walking their way into. An Angel over the wall to drop timbers on to Xiaofeng, who burns the flash, subjugate, tries to run his way out. He's got a ton of shields and healing coming through. As a big flick back does land on to On. Great job from Haichao. Between Worlds gets dropped for CDC. Gonna try and separate the fight. Push Haichao away from his Gwen. He gets knocked over the wall. Haichao is nowhere to run. Timbers is up to get down. Aurora as well. EDG, despite losing their early carry, ushering them out of the jungle spot that you need those damage dealers to provide value for your LNG.
That controlled, controlled World War going on.
That pillar is completely locking Palkia up, but of course the youngster just glides around all the sides. But Jove, some of the backside, Haichao is eating a full combo from Timbers. Zika teleports in a bit late. Palkia down about half HP, but holds on to the Unbreakable Will as Between Worlds gets dropped down with a set of snare, locks up ZDC in place. Palkia goes all in to try and save his top laner. He's going to pay the price, but On finds the trade. In with the Cyclone is Xiaohao, and boy,
so
he just
big.
deletes Fish One. That squishy Skenna just gets obliterated. And that's it. That one kill opens EDG back up to a Chemtech Soul at 27 minutes.
The Wukong's so big, and I know that Palkia goes down in the engage, but again, him saving his ultimate opens up the re-engage later on. Only reason that re-engage wasn't bigger was a sneaky Unraveled Earth dropped by Haichao, which I think that Gwen TP has been used pretty liberally. Had a lot of opportunities for the Gwen to actually apply split push pressure.
It feels like it's too late again. They just got vision on it. Xiaofeng can't get in. The Timbers once again whiff, but hey, we call those zoning ults in this business, and it's zoned Xiaofeng off the Otacon that's secured by Edward Gaming.
They're kind of making LNG look like I mean, in my story, Haichao is the Wicked Witch of the West, so you know. Yeah, it's fine. We've not yet reached a break point where we're very happy against EDG.
I think you got to be bold though at this point, because you will just get chunked down to death, but you also can just get wrapped to death here as Angel once again takes a ton of early action. Zika with the needlework is going to jump on top of Angel when a clutch stun comes across. Zika will finally knock down Angel, who doesn't be for the rest of the fight on the backside, because Xiaohao is once again just running amok with this Cyclone. Haichao going to flash over the wall, but there's nowhere to hide from Xiaohao, who picks up his 6th kill of the game, and he's eyeing a 7th. As Xiaofeng will not be able to run away from the wrap. The trickster over the wall, the dash to come down soon. Doesn't even need it. He baps him with the staff from halfway across the lane.
A ton of damage got pumped out in that fight by On, too, on the back half, as Zika did his damnedest to try and deal with the back line, ended up taking down one with him, and I think he played that fight out pretty well, but LNG, we talked about it in the draft, a real lack of proactivity from this comp. The only proactive tool they have is the Weaver's Wall from Haichao. And that Baron start, it's a proactive move you can do to try and draw the enemy team into you, but the response to it wasn't good.
No, he just used that for the Baron.
Oh, okay.
But Angel finally lands the Timbers in. There we go. Xiaofeng is down. Elder, a dream that LNG might just get turned into a nightmare as the team fight breaks out onto Xiaohao, who On does end up deleting. Meat potatoes everything for EDG. As there goes the Elder, and yeah, I think ZDZ wants to see if he can one-shot the Senna with Between World. He's going to go under the turret. Does miss the Q, though, but it doesn't matter, because Angel, he doesn't need to miss his Q. It's point and click, point and flash for ZDZ. Zhuo is down. Baron, Elder, on all 5 members of EDG. Here comes the march into the enemy base to lock up their 11th straight game win in a row.
Can we, Can we nerf Aurora passive? That's I'm gonna use the last parts of the game for that one.
That's a good notion.
I think it's a good note. Yeah, I think it's time that we take this champ down a peg. Meanwhile, though, EDG gonna take LNG down yet another peg, as the team that has yet to drop a map here in Group Nirvana gonna take care of the team that's yet to win a series in Group Nirvana for this game 1.
The perfect run in Group Nirvana, capped off with a couple bellows of a blue flame. As they will take our lead 1-0 against LNG, eyeing a perfect first round robin start.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.